What's the deal with Jill Biden? I mean, Dr. Jill, for all her protesting, right? For all her insisting, Joe's going to run, Joe's going to run, Joe's going to run. She's apparently behind the scenes really mad at Kamala Harris. I don't blame her. I mean, I don't think that Jill ever liked Kamala Harris. I don't think anybody did. I think that was sort of an Obama plant, if you would. Don't forget, Kamala couldn't get to first base on her polling. She had to drop out, especially after she attacked Joe Biden up one side and down the other in that infamous 2020 debate, where she accused him of all kinds of things, including being a racist. Remember that whole thing on busing? I do. Dr. Jill remembers. I don't know if Biden remembers it, let's be honest here, but Dr. Jill remembers. And yet she got up there on stage and she sang one big old lie. I mean, it's like, come on, lady. You have suddenly amnesia. I get it. Like, they have to do this, apparently. Maybe they made some kind of deal. I hope it was a good deal. I really, really hope it was a good deal, because Dr. Jill, you're lying through your teeth, lady, and we all know it. Watch.
Weeks ago, when I saw him dig deep into his soul and decide to no longer seek re-election and endorse Kamala Harris.
Ooh, yay. Yeah, he really dug deep in his soul. I mean, the poor guy's on his sickbed with COVID, and he's ill as can be. And they came to him with an ultimatum. I mean, this has been widely reported in the press. People don't want to talk about it because they feel that it's like maybe slightly disrespectful to Joe Biden. But you know what's disrespectful? Getting rid of that guy, especially when you consider that the Democrat voting population, Democrats in America, actually put him in the spot. I mean, we had to hear about how great he was, how great he was. Great. I mean, if I heard one more time on MSNBC, Joe Scarborough telling me that this was the best Biden he'd ever seen, the best Biden he'd ever known, the sharpest. I mean, really? So we had to listen to those lies every single day. And if you were one of the people that dared, like me, thank you very much, make sure that you subscribe, make sure you share this show. It's really, really important. I'm seeing if I can find the subscribe button here for you. If you were one of the people that actually dared to come out and say, you know, this guy is not all that he's really struggling right now, because, you know, it's obvious. It's really and truly obvious. If you dared to say that, well, then you were persona non grata. You were somehow fake news. This was just a bunch of cheap fakes. That was the terminology, I do believe. That's none other than KJP, that winning press person that they have over at the White House. That was what they used to describe anybody who dared to question the mental fragility of Joe Biden. Well, you know what? He was fragile. We knew it. They knew it. The mainstream media hid it. And Jill Biden is now in the position of having to go up there and say, oh, it was his idea all along. Yeah, right. That's why he was out there insisting, I'm in it to win it. Well, the polls showed otherwise, which is why I think you have to take all of these things with a grain of salt. Apparently, Nancy Pelosi had access to some other polling behind the scenes, and she threatened to go public with it. And so there he was, you know, on his sickbed, having to deal with Nancy and the onslaught of that and her threatening to show these other numbers while simultaneously maybe looking to invoke the 25th Amendment, because it didn't seem like he was sort of all there, which we know, right? Again, we have discussed many, many times. Consequently, Dr. Jill is now singing the party line, because that's what they do. They lie to you. And I think Americans are kind of tired of it. It's why a lot of people are seeking alternatives for news sources, because they're sick of what the mainstream media is going to paint for them.